everyone. Time again for your Me Minute. My name is Reggie Robinson and I'm with the Rise and Thrive Campus Community Partnership here at RIO. Rise and Thrive is a collaboration to support students and promote mental health and wellness across Ohio's college and university campuses. Today's topic is marijuana and other cannabinoids. There are over 100 cannabinoids in the cannabis plant, but by far the most commonly known ones are THC Delta 9, which is commonly smoked or ingested to produce a high, and CBD, which doesn't cause a high but is used for its medicinal properties. As you're probably aware, Ohio is one of the states which has legalized medical marijuana use. Today's presentation focuses on recreational use of THC and the hazards it may pose to you as a student here at RIO. Here are the facts. Our brains have their own set of cannabinoids. These natural chemicals play a role in normal brain development and function. The endocannabinoid system is responsible for things like appetite, sleep, emotions, and movement. THC and CBD interact with these specific receptors throughout the nervous and immune systems when marijuana is used. When a person smokes marijuana, the THC and CBD quickly pass from the lungs to the bloodstream and then throughout the body. When a person eats marijuana, the body absorbs the THC and CBD more slowly, but the effects are more intense and longer lasting. The developing brain responds differently to marijuana than the adult brain. Marijuana can change your brain if you use it before your brain is fully developed. Your brain essentially is fully developed by the age of 25 or 26, so there are still risks to using if you are younger than 26. Marijuana use can reduce memory and learning functions if you use before brain development is complete. Marijuana can also affect how the brain builds connections, so using marijuana early on will result in alterations to perception, mood, and other functions. For example, someone may use marijuana to cope with feeling down or cope with feelings of anxiety. In doing so, they risk compromising the natural brain processes that would otherwise help that individual develop natural coping mechanisms during brain development. The frequency, THC concentration, duration of use, and age of initiation all impact the magnitude of brain change. Anyone using marijuana should be aware of the mental health implications if they 1. Begin to use it as a coping mechanism, 2. Have a predisposition, family history of mental health problems, or 3. Are a heavy user. Marijuana should not be used to self-treat mental health issues. The higher the level of use, the greater the risk of developing schizophrenia and other psychoses. Regular use is likely to increase the risk for developing social anxiety disorder. Heavy users are more likely to report thoughts of suicide than non-users. Substantial research also indicates that individuals with a predisposition for or family history of psychosis and or substance use disorder should not use marijuana. 9% of people who try marijuana become addicted. If you use before the age of 18, the rate of dependence doubles to about 17% or 1 in 6. A common misperception is that marijuana helps anxiety, sleep difficulties, lack of appetite, and depressed mood. But be aware that marijuana withdrawal symptoms include nervousness or anxiety, sleep difficulties, decreased appetite, and depressed mood. Individuals are led to believe that marijuana is helping these symptoms, but in some cases they're actually experiencing withdrawal symptoms of marijuana. Withdrawal symptoms can occur within 8 hours of abstinence, but can be delayed up to 72 hours. The symptoms usually peak in severity on day 10 and can last 45 days or longer. Smoking marijuana can negatively impact respiratory health and long-term health outcomes. Secondhand marijuana smoke impairs arteries longer than secondhand tobacco smoke, and research is still being conducted to better understand the impacts of secondhand smoke. Cannabis can impair cognition, attention, reaction, and psychomotor control. Therefore, it's recommended to avoid driving under the influence. It's illegal to do so, even for those with a medical marijuana card. Studies have shown that college students who use marijuana experience negative academic outcomes, including a lower GPA and a longer time to graduation. We caution you to be wary of new compounds that have recently appeared in convenience stores and vape shops, such as THC Delta 8 and THC Delta 10. These compounds are unregulated and not quality controlled and may present hazards to your health. The most effective way to avoid risk is to abstain from marijuana use. If you do use, the risks will vary in likelihood and severity depending on quantities, product quality, user characteristics, etc. So you can never expect the experience of one person to be the same as the experience of another. Remember that you can access a whole array of student wellness services here on the Rio campus. Just consult the University of Rio Grande website under Student Services. As always, we invite your feedback and suggestions for future topics. Please contact us using the information on the screen. Thanks so much for watching this broadcast. See you next time on Me Minute.